Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. It's Monday. The week's almost over in Destiny. And we got a Legendary Max video for you. I've got the Suros ARI-45. This was a gunsmith weapon over a month ago. And it's been sitting in my vault. I finally broke it out, put the materials into it because somebody's selling weapon parts. So, the new weapon part update. We're going to call the November update the weapon part update. Because now I can buy weapon parts to upgrade my guns. Whew, I am so running out of glimmer with this gunsmith. He's got to be the richest dude in Destiny right now. But anyway, we've got the Suros ARI-45 Max for you today. Now, here's how I do all of my Legendary Max videos. I start out at the vendor that usually I got the gun from. Lately, it's been the gunsmith because he's had all the interesting guns. So, I'll go up to the vendor, stand there, we'll talk about the gun in general, then we'll go talk about the gun, specifically the one I have with the talents I have. And then we'll go take a look at some PvE and PvP gameplay. I always do those in the daily mission, so you can see how they perform in normalized Crucible and in the daily against a little bit higher level difficulty enemy. So that's my normal setup. So if you're interested, I do a lot of these videos, and that's how I always do them from now and forever. Some of my older ones are not in that format, but they're close, and they're still entertaining, so go check those out. But anyway, we're going to look at the Suros ARI-45 auto rifle. It reads Precision Power Style Suros. Now, I like how the Suros guns have that quote, but it's not the same on every weapon. Like my, see if I've got another Suros gun on me. I do. I've got the DIS-43. It reads Balanced Targeted Empowered Suros. So each weapon has its own little saying, which is good. I like that they're doing that. So we're gonna look at Planet Destiny for the numbers behind the stats and some of the hidden stats. And we're going to compare it to something, what's a good auto rifle to compare it to? I'm going to say, well, let's compare it to the Suros regime. And we'll look and see how it compares as far as rate of fire. Now, the Suros regime, we're going to go year 2 version. It's going to be a little bit different because of the perks that it has on it. But we'll go with base stats. Rate of fire is 77. Impact is 28. Range is 48. Stability 44, reload 52. Now these are the stats from Planet Destiny. These are not the stats on my gun because mine has the talents. These are the base stats that the weapon comes with. So if you didn't upgrade any of that, those were the stats you would have. There's some secondary stats that are hidden stats, and I'm going to read those off to you now. They're, aim assistance is 54, which is middle of the road for a primary, but aim assistance on a primary doesn't do near as much as like a sniper. Equip speed is 41, that's on the lower end. Recoil direction is 60, so it kind of goes off on the recoil, and the zoom is 15. That's pretty much normal for a primary weapon. Zoom doesn't change much. If you compare that to the Suros regime, it's pretty similar. The range on the Suros is actually 28, so it's less, but the rate of fire and impact are the same. Stability's identical. Reload's a little better on the Suros. Recoil direction on the Suros is a little bit better. Everything else is almost the same. This one's got a little bit more aim assist, a little bit more equip speed, and the zoom is the same. So, very, very close to a Suros right here. If this had focused fire, it would basically be the Suros in legendary form. So it's pretty cool. I really like the Suros ARI-45. So let's take a look at the one I got. This was from a gunsmith package that you could have purchased, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago. One of the first, like, 3 weeks that the gunsmith was selling weapons, you could have picked this one up. So, from a foundry order, if you'd gotten the foundry order the week before. So, mine has the SLO-19 sight, which is kind of the pop-up sight that most Suros have. This makes it quicker handling. Then we have the SPO-28. I've fallen in love with this sight. Any gun that gets this sight, I really, really like it. It's the one with those two, it kind of forms a diamond in the middle of the sight. I really, really enjoyed it. It improves target acquisition, so it gives you that little bit easier shot to hit. And then we have the range combat scope. This improves range. Maxing the range out on any weapon is the best thing you can do for that weapon because it increases the ability for you to do damage, basically. There's a lot of things built into that range stat, so anytime you can increase it, it's really good, but I just don't like that sight, so I'll leave it on that sight. Now, as far as talents go, mine has Perfect Balance, Feather Mag, Snapshot, Hand-Laid Stock, and Glass Half Full. So those are the perks on mine. So I'll throw up some PvE gameplay. We'll get into that. We're going to talk about the talents. We're going to talk about how I think it performs in PvE, then we'll go over to PvP. With Perfect Balance, Hand-Laid Stock, on, this is a very, very accurate auto rifle. I was getting ranged kills that I didn't expect to get with this gun. I really think you need something like this on an auto rifle. I think you need 2 stability perks and then 1 good perk. Glass Half Full is a pretty good perk. I could exchange it for some other things, but Glass Half Full is still good. towards the end of the mag, you're going to get those kills. So I like that. But with perfect balance and hand laid stock, it's very, very stable. I really, really enjoyed it. I switched off to feather mag just to see what it would do, and I didn't care for it. Also the same for snapshot. Snapshot's better in PvP, but I don't like giving up the hand laid stock. That's a big difference for hand laid stock to snapshot. Now I do not like how hand laid stock removes a little bit of range, but I can live with it. Usually the engagement range for an auto rifle, that damage fall off, and that loss of range is not going to be that noticeable as long as you are not trying to hit targets way down range. Glass half full is always a cool perk. I tried to get towards the end of the mag and see how it was doing damage wise. I think it gives you like a 10% increase for the last 4 or 5 bullets. It's not a major difference, but it's noticeable. In PvP, it'll save you once or twice a match, maybe. If you're head to head in an engagement, you can probably win it if you get towards the end of your mag. But PvE, I really liked it. The mag size was a little bit too small. If it had 4 or 5 more bullets, if it was like 30, 31, 32 in the mag, it would be amazing. But the mag is a little bit small. The glass half full makes up for that a little bit, and perfect balance and hand laid stock help you keep it on target so you're not missing many of your shots. So I really think it did pretty good PvE. It's on the line of a fun gun. It's like a B+, A-. If it gets to an A-, it's usually a fun gun, but I don't know. It's really, really close. If it had some sort of cool something, it would be a fun gun in PvE. But it's still decent in PvE. I like it. I can't say I'm going to use it over some other guns, but it's really cool. So PvP, once again, another gun that I was surprised. I was surprised by this gun because I switched sights. I was using the pop-up sight all PvE, and then for PvP, I switched sights to the SPO-28 Halo sights. And I was really, really happy with that change. I wish I had done it in PvE to just see how it performed. But for PvP, this gun was pretty good. Now, today's PvP was Rumble. I'm apparently getting better at Rumble because I'm just going up against subpar competition because I've been winning all my Rumble matches lately. So maybe it's because I've been playing Trials lately and I'm used to those one-on-one engagements and trying to, pay attention more. But PvP, it's a fun gun. It really is. The stability is great. I was hitting ranged kills and winning fights that I didn't expect to win with an auto rifle. And the slow rate of fire actually helped out on this weapon to help me win those fights. And I really liked it. So if you've got this gun and it's been sitting in your vault and you're thinking about picking it up for PvP, do it. It's fun. I like it. You need max stability on any weapon in PvP just so you can get those consistent headshots. And I was landing them more than I thought I would. There was one guy that was using a sidearm that I kept going up against. He was the guy at like the second spot right behind me in that Rumble match. And he kept using a sidearm. And I knew if I got him at a certain range, I was going to win every time. So I just didn't try to close range engage him. I would stay back and play off. And with this auto rifle, you could do that. So it's really good in PvP. It's a PvP fun gun. I like it. It might become the new meta with auto rifles or hand cannons or something like that with the December patch. So you never know. But there you go, guys. That's the Suros ARI-45. Look out for it. If you got one sitting in your vault, dust it off. Try it out. It's pretty good. So here's my question to you. What do you think? Do you like the ARI-45? Do you have other auto rifles that you really, really like? If I don't have a video, let me know. I might check it out. I think I've got most all the auto rifles. So if you want me to take a look at one that you like, just let me know. And I'll get into that. But anyway, guys, I am Death from Above. I really appreciate the views. I'm going to dance it out. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you later. See you, bye.